Okay, so we are going to make our way over to the Mriya, the AN225, where we have got exclusive access. Cruising altitude 12,000 meters. Servicing range with a 200-ton payload is 4,500 kilometers. Airfield length needs to be 3,000 meters minimum. Engines are the D18T turbofan, 23.4 tons of thrust. Okay, we've got 2 minutes. We're confirmed on board the aircraft. So here we go. Now this should be interesting. We're going to try our best, obviously. Wow. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow. Well. Isn't this an impressive...
Yeah.
Hi.
Good morning, sir. How are you? I'm Jerry.
Yes,
and
nice
this
to
is
meet you.
Johnny.
Good morning,
Nice
sir.
to meet you.
Thank you very much indeed for having us aboard this.
My name is Eugene. I'm the flight manager of this one. It was first built and put on service 30 years ago. So hopefully it will serve another 30 years. It's a long process to put it down because that's a unique aircraft. And it involves unique techniques to prepare the cargo, to prepare the routes, the airports, everything settled. So one process may take from few weeks till few months. So that's why we don't have many rapid contracts, many rapid flights, because each flight is unique and it has to be done properly. It has to be, we have to take some time. Now we say that when it stops, it's just only for maintenance, because that big aircraft requires heavy maintenance, some time for that. But it is in service. It's now available, and hopefully it will be available for many years as well.
Fantastic. So when it's not flying, it has to be regularly maintained.
Sure.
and started as well, and the engines need to be run up.
Sure.
Just to make sure everything is
Just
still...
like any aircraft.
So when the show finishes, she's going back straight into service?
Yes. Tomorrow, about 1 o'clock afternoon, local time, we are flying back to Leipzig. When we stay for another about week or so, and we have another flight, one of 4 in total, from Leipzig to Dammam to Saudi Arabia, and so that's it. So
a heavy, very heavy payload going on board the aircraft?
Yes, it's about 180 tons. In total. Sometimes it differs, a bit. But yeah, it's too heavy payload for another type of aircraft. That's why we're doing it. Antonov AN225 can carry up to 120 tons. This one can carry up to 250 tons.
She has a very hefty payload for fuel as well.
Sure. So the maximum takeoff weight is about 600 tons. Yeah. So of course, as everywhere, the more payload it takes, the less fuel it takes, and then the shorter sectors are. This one, unless of the AN225, it can be loaded only from the front.
I see. Okay.
As you have seen, the nose opens, the ram is spread out, and we can load the cargo. We have a ram system here on board. By the way, for the cargo that is coming from Leipzig, the ram system is a system of a kind of rails, that are built inside the aircraft and a part of it outside. So when the aircraft kneels down, we built it in a row like rails, so that the cranes can come outside the aircraft, aside, put the cargo on top of the outside system, and then we pull it in slowly inside.
So unlike a conventional cargo aircraft where they will have rollers and tie-down positions, you build the rail system
every time for every cargo.
Specifically for that cargo.
Because when we have not that specific cargo, for example vehicles or military equipment or containers, we don't need this to be here. So that's why every time we built it and then rebuild it.
Sort of question that maybe our viewers might want answering.
Yes.
What's the biggest or most challenging piece of cargo that has ever been loaded onto this?
We had a Guinness World Record transportation, single piece transformer, 187 tons single piece weight. that for that one we had as well to design, and from us to design and from manufacturer to build a special spreading frame, because it was too heavy to put it as a single piece just on top, you know, just on the floor, not to break the floor.
Yes.
So that's why a special spreading frame was designed, which had increased the weight, plus this ramp system. So we had more than 200 tons in total.
So getting close to the maximum takeoff weight.
Yes, exactly.
Very, very impressive. Yes. So you have obviously spares on board the aircraft as well?
Yes, because, you know, flying all over the world, and sometimes flying from contract to contract, you know, from one lot to another, we have to be ready to maintain the aircraft on board in any airport. So that's why we have so many technicians and spares on board to fix everything and to have maintenance quickly, not go into base, you know, to be ready and to be on time in every spot, to be on the route.
Okay, here we go, up into the flight deck of the AN225, biggest aircraft in the world. Now you will be amazed how big and open plan this area is, ladies and gents. Okay, so wow, that is impressive. Hi there. This is the sort of standard blue cockpit that we're used to seeing with the Antonov aircraft. So completely analog. I'd say 99% analog display on here. Not a glass cockpit, but very, very reliable in terms of its analogs.
It's romantic, like we say, you know.
Romantic, absolutely. It is old school.
Yes, we have here chief pilot, co-pilot, navigator, radio operator, and 2 flight engineers.
I can imagine you would need 2 flight engineers.
A minimum of 6. Now we have, for example, extended crew of 8 for long flights, for difficult flights, you know, to stay on board all the time. So they are shifting from time to time, and you know, to be on time. We have all modern systems which are about the avionics and everything else, but yeah, like you said, and it's obvious, we have many mechanic parts, you know.
Yes.
And that is the advantage of this one as well, because if for any reasons we can maintain it on board as well, you know.
Yes, yes. We really have enjoyed this, and we must say thank you on behalf of all of our viewers around the world. We have people watching live from Australia, South Africa, and we really enjoyed it. Thank you very much indeed.
Welcome anytime.
Thank you so much.